football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Huskers will put total leather to crank us up. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harris. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Michigan's offense will have the opening possession of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. It wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were...
Makes the catch on the left. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Line gets set, first down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
How about that? That's already the third target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Throws to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the Big House. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. The Cornhuskers will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So here comes the Michigan offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his tight end. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Off-play action. Pulls it in. It's Nelson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. 1st down here for the offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man quickly. There he goes. Touchdown, Husker. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Here he comes out of the end zone. Slips through the line. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Looking to throw on 1st down. On the run, still looking. Short gain on the play before he slides. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him. Try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes a grab right down the middle. Smashes through the tackle. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Got his man. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the ground, it's Nelson. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the point after is good. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll try the run. Still on his feet at the 40. There he goes to the right. The 30. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll run this play from the pistol. Hands it off. Breaks into the open. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Huskers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the ground, he's got it again. Picks up the first down. At the 20, he's got space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Next, going for the goal line. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Leaves it with the running back. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Give him 114 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Here comes the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. He leaves it with the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Huskers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Quick strike complete. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. The Wolverines are in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Makes the catch. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Wolverines line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Turning it on. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the ground with the back. Got room to work. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Under fire. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor.
The Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. He's got his man, makes the grab. The Cornhuskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And some room to work. Good, solid tackle. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quickly to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hansen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. They're working that left side. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Wolverines are facing 3rd and inches. Gonna look downfield again. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Yeah, and I think on 3rd and inches, sometimes as an offense, you'll be willing to be a little bit aggressive because you say, I'm going to go for it on 4th down. But what you don't expect, Palmer, is the sack.
Yeah, and the quarterback's just got to know, hey, if this play isn't going to work, and the defense...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. On the ground with the counter. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. The Huskers will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Running back searching for a hole. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Trying play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Owens. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. And he's now over 150 yards on the ground, and days like this can put you up with those legendary Michigan runners.
And that's why you come to Michigan. You know you're going to get fed. You are going to be a back that gets the football, that chews up yards, that always has a lot of success and gets a ton of carries.
Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Harris. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the Wolverines didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations. Bad job on first down by this offense.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Michigan! They take the lead with the 6.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Pressure coming. Down he goes, and that is the last thing this offense needs right now. Final play of the quarter coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Cornhuskers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Rushes on him. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender. But
he's going for a big play downfield. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Got a wide open receiver. Into the secondary on the right. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
They go to the ground. Bringing it back. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Got his man in the middle. Still running at the 40. Breaks free. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wolverines. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Syracuse is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Louisville. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds the tight end.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. He knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
From the gun on third down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, they're after him. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Looking to throw on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Makes the grab inside the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Fires to the wideout. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And the Wolverines started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to touchdown, Michigan! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And the offense takes control of this football game late. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time he's got it. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Looking to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. Fights off a defender. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Quickly out to the tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Knocking down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally,
it's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Wolverines. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide open downfield. There he goes. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires toward the end zone. And the pass goes incomplete, looking to make things look a little tighter on the scoreboard, but that's going to do it. We're at the midway point of the season, and after the showing they delivered today, this team is firing on all cylinders through Week 7.
we've been talking a lot about this team, but you want to be remembered in the month of November. The most important part in the meat of this schedule now is coming up. If you play well throughout the second half of the year, we're talking college football playoff potential.
Yeah, but you got to start somewhere, right? And I like that they started strong, made it to Week 7 now. Yes, the rivalries are coming up, and more important games are coming up, but you did what you needed to do to start the season. Now just keep that mindset and keep grinding.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.